Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is the first savings challenge video of 2026. So if you have followed along on my journey from like last year, for example, some of this will look the same, but there are a few changes. So today's video I think will be just a little bit longer because I'm going to talk through kind of all my categories and things like that in a little bit more detail. But let's go ahead and get started with the money that I have in my tray. So I budget $200 and that is broken up into 20s, 10s, and 5s here. And then I also have a rollover money, which brings me to my first challenge actually. So each month I have cash in my wallet that I use for like small, purchases like getting a coffee or if I go out to lunch with a friend or what have you. And the amount that I have left over at the end of the month goes into my first challenge, which is Dolores. So this is my elephant piggy bank. I love challenges that I don't know what they're going to add up to. I love the ability to kind of like hide money in this piggy bank, not be able to see it, not be able to touch it, and then I unstuff it at the end of the year. So I just unstuffed Dolores for 2025 in December during my Vlogmas series. What I use this money for is my birthday is actually at the end of December. So I use this money that rolls over month to month for a birthday kind of allowance for myself. So that is where this money is going to go into. So I have $20, $40, $45, $46, $47, $48 remaining from the month of December. Now there are certain $1 bills that I've been collecting that have particular letters on them. So like this one has a B, these other two, this one has an L, this one has an A. So there are certain letters that I'm going to be collecting this year. So I'm going to keep collecting B's and K's. Those top up my friend's wedding sinking fund and like savings challenge because their initials start with B and K. They're getting married in August. So once that's done, I will stop collecting them. But for now, it's a nice way to kind of top that up. So I am going to keep this B. This year, I'm also going to collect C's and E's. I'm going to stop with the H's. So that's just kind of a slight update. We'll talk about that more as we get into the different categories. But let's put in this $47 that we have left over into Dolores here and give her a nice boost for the year. I think this year I'm going to give myself $100 in cash for little spending money each month. I did increase it last year to, honestly, some months it got to about 200, but I just don't think I need that much. So we're going to stick with 100. And so with that, there's only so much that can go into Dolores then. So we'll see what we get to, but I'm feeling pretty good with the start. So that's Dolores stuffed. We just stuff her on the first video of each month, and I do 2 typically. So we're going to set her off to the side. So next is a year-long challenge, my 100 envelope box. This is just a recipe card box that I got off of Amazon, but I use it to keep all of these envelopes in. So this year we're going to do kind of a rainbow order, and I'm excited to get this one going again. I also just unstuffed this for 2025. So if you want a satisfying unstuffing video, you can go check that out. So we're going to do 4 envelopes today. So I've got 2 red and 2 pink to get us started. And what I do is I roll these dice and multiply what I get by $5, and that tells me how much to put into the envelope. So the envelope could have anywhere between $5 and $30 in it. It's just a fun way to randomize it. It fits within my budget better than doing the traditional 100 envelope. And again, it's kind of a mystery where I don't know what I'm going to get when this is done. So let's get it started. So I got a 1 and a 4. So 1 times 5 is 5. So we'll put $5 into the first envelope. I don't keep track of this one. I just let it be a mystery. And then 4 times 5 would be 20. So we'll put a 20 in. And this money goes towards self-care appointments for the following year. So I just unstuffed this and stuffed my self-care binder. I can show you that in a minute. Let's roll again. Okay, so I got a 2 and a 3. So 2 times 5 is 10. And it goes to the self-care appointments like getting my hair done or getting a couples massage with my husband or whatever we kind of want. So 3 times 5 is 15. And that is it for my 4 envelopes today. So just a fun way. I like to start with this one though because I don't know what it's going to get. And then I work with what I have remaining. So I'm just going to stick these at the back of the box so I know that they're done. And that gets us started. So there's that. Let me set this off to the side. So then this is my self-care binder. This one is pretty thick right now because, like I said, I did just stuff it. So I have like nails, hair, treatments. So that's all pretty thick right now, which is great. This one is my top up. So this is what I contribute to throughout the year. So it just kind of tops up these different categories. And this one, I did the rock, paper, scissors dice all last year and really loved it. So I'm going to keep doing that. So for me, rock is $5, paper is $10, and scissors is $15. So let's see what we get. Okay, rock. So $5 going in. And this one will now have $5, $10, $11, $12. So that's great. And again, I usually let this one build up pretty significantly and then just reallocate to those other categories. So that's it for this binder. And then next we're going to jump into my owl binder. So this is what I'm using to save for my friend's wedding. I have until August to finish this, which I already have a good amount going. So I finished it twice. That's what these placeholders represent. And I only have a few spaces left. So I have to finish this one and then one more round to get to my goal of $2,000. So what I've decided to do this year, because I do need to make sure I get it done by August, is I'm going to do this where I put $40 in each time, and then we'll still do kind of the top ups. This will be in, you know, the ability to add more when I do like my YouTube randomizers and stuff like that. But I'm going to plan for $40. So looking at my sheet here, I could do the 5 and the 15, and then also this 20. So let's do that. We need 5, 15, and a 20. Okay, so I'm going to flip back here. Here's the 5. And the 20. And the 15. Okay, and then I leave this on the next available marker so I can find it quickly. Okay, so that's that done. Now we'll move into my other binder here, and this has all my other savings challenges in it. So this is friend's wedding. This is where I said that those K and B dollars go. So I have a B dollar to add in. And this one, I work towards bundles of 20. I just have these little trackers that I made on Canva. They're themed. So I actually only need one more dollar to finish this tracker. I didn't quite finish it last year. So with that, I should have $20. Let's just give it a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I do in fact have 20, and so this is going to reallocate back into this binder. So let's see what we have here. I think I'm just going to put it all in this 20 spot. And then we should be able to finish this one next time because I'll have just 2 spaces left that are less than 40. So that's really good. So all of these ones can go in here. Cool. All right, so she's getting thick. Love it. All right, so then this one, I need to grab a new tracker. I just have some in the back here. So this one is candy themed. Each of these is worth $1. And like I said, I just make these on Canva and then print them out on regular paper. So we will start this one up next round. And I get those B and K dollars from just my regular spending. So when I get change back, I always check the $1 bills to see if I got any. Okay, so this is now empty. Seasonal is next. So this is a seasonal challenge that I started for winter time. And what we're going to do is roll this colorful dice and see what I get to color in these string lights. I have each color has like a different amount here. This is just done for like a seasonal bonus, and then I can reallocate it into my binders and whichever envelopes kind of need it, or I can randomize it. It's just a fun way to have a little boost. So I have my colors here, and as I roll, I'm going to pull the marker out so I don't forget what I get. So let's see. Okay, so I got green, which is $2. And then I got, a green again, so that's 4. And an orange, which is 5, so 5, 7, $9. I round up, so this is gonna get 10. But let's color in these lights. So we have green, green, and an orange. Okay, so this one I don't count. I like to be surprised at the end of it. So we'll just put this back in here and see what we get. Next is upcoming trips. This one is a scratch off, and this is for just if my husband and I are going on a trip. My husband travels for work, so a lot of times I have the opportunity like to meet him where he is and we spend a weekend type thing. So I like to have cash, for that. So the last one on this one is $1, and I round up on everything. So this is actually going to get a 5. And this is where if I find any $1 bills with the letter C on it, it goes into upcoming trips, but I didn't have any this time. So now trips has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. 386. So I also finished this challenge off. So I will grab another one. That's from Creating Stacy, and I think, I've got a couple more from her. So we'll do this one next. This one saves 75, but again, I round up, so it does actually end up saving more than what is actually listed. But we'll start this one next time. So that's cool, and I can put this one off to the side. Okay, and then adventures. So this one I do a spinner for, well, it's like a coin thing, but I don't feel like flipping it up in the air, so I just spin it. And this one goes towards kind of like those random things if you're ever invited to something, or like invited to a birthday dinner, or Farm wants to go see like a comedian and needs tickets. I can use this to kind of help out in any of those kind of adventures or side quests that come up, or if my husband and I decide to do something fun. So yellow saves $5, so we'll add $5 in. This one I think I'm just going to do on the first challenge of the month, just because I don't need a ton in this category, but it's nice to have. So that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 190 in here now. So that's a really good amount. I like to have, 150-ish or so. So I'm ahead. All right, now is the $5 challenge. So I pause and I take a look at my tray. And if I have any 5s left, I pull them out now. So I have 1 5 today, and that's going to go into this $5 challenge. And I'm using Snoopy stickers that I have to mark my progress. So now I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, $50. It's been a minute since I've been able to have any left. So I just, have this set of stickers here. So let's see here. These ones are still kind of Christmas, but also wintry. So let's see what's on here. I'm going to let's do this one with Snoopy and the wreath. It's cute. So each sticker is worth $5. Okay, so there's that. And once I hit 100, I do a randomizer to reallocate the money and boost up challenges too. So it's just kind of one of those little things that builds up and then can be used later on. All right, next is home projects. So I was previously saving H dollars for this category, but I've decided I don't really need to. So I'm just going to add $10 in. I made this tracker on Canva. So $10. It's not the prettiest, but it works. And let me just mark off this 10 here. So this is going to be used for any, you know, kind of like home projects, things that, you know, are maybe a little bit annoying to purchase, so I have money set aside for it. For example, I had to buy some new weather stripping, or there's a couple of smaller things I want to do around here, so we'll see. But I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 105 in here. So it's great to be over 100 again, because I did have a good amount and then I used it, so I'm kind of rebuilding. All right, next is holidays. So I have a whole section here for different holidays. I got ahead at the end of 2025. So Valentine's Day is fully funded with $50. St. Patrick's Day is fully funded with $50. So now we're working on Easter, and this one is also going to be a goal of $50. This is the tracker I have. It's from Espresso Designs, and this actually saves 100. So I'm going to have 50 go towards Easter and 50 go towards our anniversary. So today I'm going to add in $30. So I've got 20 and 30 that I'm going to add in here. So we can mark off $30 worth. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, and 3 and 7 makes 30. So that feels good to be so far ahead already on the holidays. I just like to have a little bit extra for when these holidays come around. For example, for Valentine's Day, my husband and I have a date night planned. We have tickets to go see the orchestra. So I'll bring this $50 for us to get something to eat beforehand, or like to pay for valet parking or whatever. So it's just nice to have, you know, something special when these different things come up. So I've got challenges for all of the holidays. So Memorial Day weekend, anniversary, like I said, some of them are like split where I do one challenge. It's like split between 2 envelopes. We've got 4th of July, Labor Day weekend, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's Eve. So those are all the holidays that I'm saving for in 2026. Okay, and then this one is Rainy Day. So I have completed this once before. It saves $500. We have obviously dipped into this. In 2025, my husband and I had to replace the furnace on Christmas Eve. We had to get a brand new air conditioner unit for our city townhome and a brand new air conditioner for our lake home. So it was an expensive year, and I'm working on building up our emergency fund. We have a certain amount in our budget that we're putting towards replenishing this, but I like to just kind of do a savings challenge alongside to give it a boost when I can. So this will save $500, and I have $40 left in my tray that I'm going to put towards it today. So let's see what the math says we can cross off here. I'm not super good at math, so I'm going to cheat and use a calculator. So $40. If I do 23, we can do 17 as well. So let's do that. And then we can add this in. So now we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 85. So 285, we're over halfway already, and we'll just keep on working to build this one up. We'll see how many times I can complete it this year. To be honest, it would be great to do it like 2 to 3, but we'll just see how it kind of shakes out. So that is everything for my first savings challenge video of 2026. I hope you have enjoyed. This year you'll see these videos from me twice a month. I also do then those reallocations when I have, you know, the $5 challenge saved up, and then I also cash stuff my YouTube checks when I get them. So you'll see some, you know, fun videos, and then some of these are a little bit routine, but it's fun to see them build, you know, month over month. So hope you've enjoyed, and can't wait to have you join me along on this journey. If you are a cash stuffer, let me know. I would love to check out your channel if you do post videos. And yeah, that's all I have for you. So I hope you're doing well, and I will see you soon in my next one. Bye.